this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Ivana apple blossom has just opened, or one has anyway. The other two are making their way, but yeah, first time flowering for me. I'm awaiting the scent, but it's newly opened, so that's unlikely today. Maybe tomorrow or the next day. We shall see. Other things worthy of note. This Cattleya that I've shown several times was open a week before any scent arrived, and now the scent from that Cattleya is overriding everything else. It's a very sweet sort of honey fudge type scent. It's deliciously sweet and quite powerful. As I say, it's overriding stuff. It's overriding this. It's overriding that. And what else is going on in here today? Oh, I don't know whether I've shown you that before, but that's the Dendrobium Stardust Firebird. Pretty flowers, lovely orange. Was sold in a massive flower. I don't think I'll ever achieve that again, but nonetheless, quite an attractive flower. What else? Oh, I bought a couple of mini phalaenopsis. These really are tiny little plants, and they'll stay that way. I got that one because I just loved the colour with the very, very pale edges, and I got that one because I like yellow flowers. Very simple. They were very good plants, and I mean they were £5. Not bad at all, and that included the decorative pot, which stops the flipping things falling over. So even though I don't like them, they do their job. This has opened. This is one of my Miltoniopsis. It's a very, very nice flower, this one. It's the purest white with very delicate markings. It's got another flower spike up the back there against the leaf, and another one that's a bit pathetic. It's only got one bud on. So although it's flowering, it's not doing brilliantly. There's another one up the back there. It's got a flower spike as well. So that one's a deep red when that one comes out. What else is going on? Oh, Catastanthes got one bud open. Just opened this morning. It's not fully open yet, but again, it's an unusual colour. It's a real deep coppery colour. And basically this flower spike has got branches all the way up. As it goes up, each where a bud would normally be, it's actually got a branch. And I've just done a quick count. There's well over 40 buds on that spike. And this isn't a tiny flower. You know, it's not massive by any means, but 40 odd flowers with a colour like that, I think is going to be pretty good when it finally comes out. And I've started my hydroponics. I've only done 2 trays, and that's all I'm actually going to do. There's a lot of these plants are rescue plants, but they're basically potted in a mix of Seramis and my lacquer beads, which proved totally unsuitable for this job. But nonetheless, they're bulk. I mean, I've got a sack full of things, and I just wanted to find a use for them. So mixing them in with the Seramis, which is the very small grain Seramis, which for what I wanted is actually okay. I might try and search around to try and get the larger particled stuff, although it's very difficult to just actually work out what the hell you are getting given the packaging. But anyway, quite a few rescue plants, and some just to see how they do in this mix. So basically they're all in 11 centimetre square pots. Works out quite nicely because that fits 6 quite tightly in a tray, which means there's virtually no light can get down in the water in the tray and form algae because the water's in the dark. It's well shaded by the pots. So each tray would have to have 6 pots in, even if it didn't have 6 plants, just to keep that algae away. So basically that's a start. Some of these had next to no roots or are in poor condition. Some had reasonable good roots to start with. I just want to see what happens in this media, because if it works, potentially it's going to save me space And although I've got the time, I'm retired now, I would actually like to save some time and put more time into sort of preening my plants and looking after them rather than spending so much time actually watering them. Okay, so that was it. That was just a quick update on a few things that have changed, a few things that are going on. Thanks for dropping by. See you again next time. Oh, before I go, if you ever get this Seramis, for hell's sake, don't use it without giving it one hell of a wash. It's full of red dust. Horrible, not nice at all. Now, unfortunately, 6 of these plants were potted before I realised how bad it was. I've now got to take them out and give them a hell of a flush to get that dust out, because it's not going to do the roots any good. And flushing it with the plants in the pots is not ideal. Flushing it before you put the stuff in the pots is a much better way of doing it. So if you ever get this stuff, give it one hell of a wash. You'll see red dust. I mean, I used a domestic sieve. It's actually the sieve we use for our rice, but I have washed it since. And basically the red that comes out just flushing it under the tap was quite incredible. So make sure you have a nice clean start if you try this stuff. I think it's going to work. I mean, having rinsed it off and mixed it in with the lacquer beads just to gain some bulk, basically, it still wicks fine. But it's not a cheap product. And by bulking it up with the lacquer beads, the pots are about 2/3 Seramis and 1/3 lacquer beads. So I'm saving 1/3 of the Seramis each time. And it won't have any effect on the plants whatsoever. There's still plenty of Seramis there for the roots to get into. Okay, thanks a lot then. See you again next time.